Well, hi, Toby. It was a week ago that we said we'd give everyone an update on how things were going. So how are things going, and have we got some stock confirmed for the next auction?
Morning, Richard. Yeah, we've been very busy. We've been appraising good volumes of potential instructions. And to date, we've been instructed to sell a number of parcels of land. We've got some very interesting residential investment opportunities that have come into us from executors on a couple of probate cases, some repossessed stock, as well as instructions from private sellers. We've also got some very interesting ground rent investments with short leases below 50 years to go. So really, really good auction stock confirmed for the 21st of May.
Okay, that looks like it's shaping up very nicely already. So my next question is, why are we going to continue to hold our auctions online as opposed to waiting for the social restrictions, stroke lockdown, whatever you want to call it, to end?
Yeah, because we don't know when those restrictions will end. We think for the time being, and that's probably going to be a couple of months at least, auctions won't return to their normal ballroom environment. At our February auction, we were so busy that we had to stop the auction and ask people to leave the room if they weren't bidding on the next 10 lots. Clearly, that situation is not something that is sustainable with the current lockdown restrictions and won't be going forward. So we think that online auctions are going to be the norm, probably for the next 2 or 3 months at least. And that takes us right the way through our next programme of auctions. The system worked really well on the 2nd of April. We had a couple of teething problems leading up to the auction, but the auction itself was a very smooth event, and we were very happy with the way that ran. Having gone through that exercise, we're ready. We've improved the system again, so the 21st of May will run very smoothly, and we're set up to continue business as normal until we're able to return to a normal environment.
Okay, so what's the difference between the online process and doing it in the ballroom at the Westbury Hotel in Mayfair? You know, how is it as secure for buyers and sellers as we make it for them in the physical auction?
Fine, okay, so there are a couple of differences. With a ballroom auction, although we need people to register in advance when we're coming so we can identify those people, we don't take a payment from them. So you can come to the auction, bid, and then sign a contract and pay your deposit in the room. Well, clearly we don't have that facility. We've looked at a couple of other auctions who are running on a trust basis. So when the property is sold, they'll then phone and take the deposit. Well, that's great as long as people keep their side of the bargain. We're not convinced that's always going to happen. So we are running online on the basis that at the point that you register to bid, you also pre-authorise a debit card or a credit card for £5,000, and that gets you into the bidding suite. And from our seller's point of view, it means that we're dealing with people who are serious and committed and, to put it bluntly, putting their money where their mouth is in order to bid. Now, that's a pre-authorisation. It's not £5,000 leaving their account and sitting in our client's account. We just put a hold on the funds, and at the point the property is sold, that money is in part payment for the deposit, and then the buyer makes a top-up. But we know that if people are lodging £5,000 in advance, we're dealing with serious, motivated buyers. And that's really important, and we've been stressing that to our clients.
Okay, that's all good. So getting towards the end of our little chat now, so I'd sum up, we are still looking for the same type of stock we've already got.
So we're valuing all types of property. I've got a couple of very interesting plots with planning permission that I've already looked at that we're hoping to confirm shortly. We can take instructions up until the end of this week. And we can appraise on a desktop basis immediately. So if there's any people watching this who have got any type of property they're thinking about selling, we'd be happy to talk to them, explain how the process works, provide an appraisal of the property, give them all of the information they need in order to make a decision.
Okay, Toby, that's great. So I think our next little chat with each other will be beginning of next week. I think the catalogue will be out by then. So we'll be able to tell everybody exactly what's in there and what they need to do in order to bid on the 21st of May.
Very good. Thanks, Richard. Talk soon.
All right. Have a good day.